Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land, and we are now on part 3 of what you've missed in Luigi's Mansion 3. If you haven't seen my other 2 videos, make sure to go check those out now to stay up to date on everything that I've already talked about. But this is part 3, meaning we are talking about floors 10 to 15, all the way to the end of the game now. And we've accumulated a total of about 52 plus different things. If there's more, we'll add more towards the end, and we always find more as we start the video. But thank you guys so much for supporting this series so far. It's been a lot of fun, and I have enjoyed finding all these small secrets for you guys and listening to the secrets that you guys have found, and you guys have surprised me with a couple, so thank you so much for that. And if there's any more that you guys have found yourselves, make sure to comment them down below. So before we get started, like always, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and like the video to get us to grow. We are almost at 50,000 subs. We are at 48,500, almost there. I thank you guys so much for letting this channel grow as much as it has been. And like always as well, if you find any other secrets regarding small hidden details in Luigi's Mansion 3, put them down below. If there's enough, there will be a part 4 of a big collection, accumulation of all the floors together of different little secrets that you guys have found. But without further ado, let's get into the list. We start off on floor 10, the Egyptian floor, with the hieroglyphics of Luigi all over the floors and the walls. There's carpeting that actually has Egyptian-themed versions of Luigi, which is just a pretty cool touch. The Boo Ball is a reference to the first game where if you were looking for Boo in the wrong spot, he would either shoot out a bomb or a Boo Ball as a fake imposter of himself. You can shoot the Boo Ball through the uprights of the pyramid and hit the very top for some extra change and an achievement, but I found it really hard to do it from the front, and I saw lots of people online doing it from the front, so I decided to go over here to the left on top of this hill, which made it a lot easier. You can find a magic genie lamp under the sand, and when you hold it long enough, lots of change will come out and some golden ghosts. When slamming ghosts on the sand actually has physics where it spreads out the sand where you slam him at. This one you may have already known since it's kind of required in another room later on in the dungeon, but it's just really cool that you can push sand against a wall in order to make a little mound for Luigi to walk up, especially to get this chest. There's switches that you can step on to activate a Boo Boulder to come chase after you, kind of like Indiana Jones. You can use a dark light to find a hidden statue of Polterkitty, and Polterpup will run around the statue and break it for some extra change. Upon entering the Twisted Suites, you'll find some playing cards on the table that resemble the Triforce. There's a dice laying on the ground, and if you're able to get the red face, which is the 6, facing upward toward the sky, you will get some cash. For Luigi's victory animation on this floor, he'll take his hat off and bow, and there's a couple ways to get him to do this. You can either spin the menu on the table and then stand on the spotlights to get him to bow on the stage, revealing some gold ghosts and some money, but you can also do simple stage missions such as collecting a key or defeating a boss ghost in order to show Luigi bowing. Removing the sheet from the table shows a small diorama which looks to be Gloomy Manor from Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. You'll then get to a point where the Magician Sisters hide somewhere on the floor, but they'll change up all the rooms in a different order than previously, meaning that you'll have to go through different rooms and find your way out. But the key is here, all the rooms are dark, and there's ghosts in every single room that appear in giant waves. And this reminded me of the Blackout from Luigi's Mansion 1, where every room was super dark and full of ghosts. In the room that's flipped upside down, you can actually smash the ceiling fan on the floor. Thanks to the Easter egg hunt on YouTube, he noted that the carpeting is a reference to the movie The Shining, and the floor pattern is a reference to the TV series Twin Peaks. Going back to the dreaded B2, we had to go find Toad in a quick upgrade for the Poltergust, but doing so, there is a drawer that you can actually slam into the ghost and slam them on the ground with it. It's great. You can actually smash Toad with the ghost and knock him down on his butt. The purple ghost can actually grab Toad and take him to another dimension. I'm not really sure where it takes him, but I didn't want to find out. So you can shoot a plunger on his head and suck him up that way. Now, even though this is just a gym, I thought it was really cool. If you look closely, there's an outline of a ghost on the wall, and if you throw the bucket of paint at it, it will reveal a gym ghost, and it's just a really cool reference to maybe even Splatoon. I just had to add it. At the end of B2, you'll come across what seems to be the living quarters for the mechanic ghost. And he has a chair with a hat on top, and even a girlfriend made out of a bucket, a broom, and a mop. As soon as you get onto the pirate floor, if you look in the back elevator mirror, you can tell that there's a pirate ship going around the little island in the diorama, but you can also tell from the waves, but either way, if you just shine it with the dark light, you can get a little bit of cash. When Luigi captures the ghost shark, he does a cool little animation as if he's reeling him in with the fishing pole, which is really cool. Once again, we have another gem, but it's a really cool one. By pulling the tablecloth off of the barrel, you're able to see a treasure map, and if you follow it on the actual overworld, you can reveal 2 hidden bridges and a hidden treasure underneath the sand, which is just a really cool idea. At the front desk of the workout floor, you can actually crack the table with enough ghost lamps. In the locker room, if you're opening all the lockers, you can find all sorts of sports gear, to baseball, basketball, soccer, and all kind of cleats and stuff like that, but if you go underneath the floor itself, you'll find a whole storage room full of baseball gloves. In the room with the 2 ghosts working out, if you try to hit the one that's lifting the weight, he'll actually go into the ground and put the weight over top of him, almost like a sewer grate. Luigi and Gooigi can actually work out themselves by lifting the weights on the weight machine and pulling them with their plungers, shaking the room and dropping the plaque on the back wall, revealing some extra cash. Blowing the pedals on the middle bike or running on the treadmill in the middle will play a familiar tune, which is the hammer theme from the original Donkey Kong. Luigi can even fall off the treadmill if you stop running in mid-sprint. Flashing the jukebox different times will play different versions of the original Luigi's Mansion theme, and even some of them are ones we haven't heard yet. We'll even get EGAD's store theme from the menu. If Polterkitty lands an attack on Luigi, she'll full out tackle him and slam him into the ground. As Luigi enters the dance room, you can tell he kind of likes the music as he puts his hand up to his ear and kind of moves his head along to the beat. Now before continuing on with the dance floor, we gotta look at a couple other things. When Luigi's standing still in the elevator, he'll actually hum the main theme. Now, I stated this last time, and lots of you guys told me that you can actually return to Morty after the next Polterkitty fight, but when you return to him, the movie is ready to be watched, and it shows your clips and the highlights of the boss battle against the giant kaiju, or the ghost in a costume. It even shows when you get hit, and it makes it feel more like a movie when you get hit, so just take a hit for the heck of it. When you capture Morty, Luigi will be really sad and put his head down, and even have a weak celebration, which shows Luigi really cared for the guy.
Oh boy, phew.
Yeah.
At the entrance of the dance floor, you can turn all the colors of the tiles on, which will reveal a secret room that takes you down to a cell full of change, where Luigi just straight up robs it. This is another gem location, but it's a cool throwback to the original Mario Brothers, where if you have Gooigi blow the records, you can have Luigi actually hop into the bricks and get coins, just like the good old days. If you suck up the bat t-shirt in the shop, a bat will actually fly out of it.
Wow.
And yes, the ghosts do dab, unfortunately, but besides that, they pretty much kill it. I mean, watch them. And if you pay attention to Luigi, he actually taps along and snaps his fingers to the song. Using the super suction and tearing away the stage in the background, you can find the dressing room for the DJ ghost, and you can also find all of her wigs. And finally, we make it to the final floor, floor 15. The first one we have here is a cookbook that you can actually flip through and find a gold ghost. In the room where you have to keep turning the middle console, you'll find another diorama of none other than the Gloomy Manor, which is a cute little touch. It even has the Dark Moon in hand. There are tons of paintings and murals to King Boo and Helen Gravely, but on the table is the only time we get to see an actual photo of them. Now the record on the table, you can actually play forward and you can play the song backward by blowing, but I cannot figure out exactly what song this is. And if you guys have any clue, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I would really love to know. Am I dumb? Am I just missing something completely obvious? But here's the song nevertheless. When you rip off the giant poster from the wall in the hallway, you can see a reflection of two eyes and a mouth from the lighting in the background, which is pretty cool. At the top of the hotel, you can actually take a while to save Peach, and doing so will make Mario cry for help. He'll actually get on his knees and start complaining, and then if you go to talk to him, he'll say, "Luigi, please help," and point at Luigi's vacuum to hurry up and get the job done.
Oh no! Luigi, come on! Please help, Luigi!
During the second phase of the King Boo fight with a giant frame sucking everything up from the castle, you'll see lots of little remnants from different floors you've already visited. At the end, we find out that it was King Boo's gym that made the ghost act up in the first place, and it disappears into thin air. We just don't know where. In the end credit scene, we get pictures showing how everyone helped out to rebuild the mansion, but something else we get is a picture confirming that King Boo and Helen Gravely and her Polterkitty are all still captured in their own capsules. At the end, we see that EGAD had a big influence on the final version of the mansion, as we will have 3 different versions of the mansion depending on how much gold you collected throughout your journey, so try not to spend too much so you can get the highest rank. Now, before we end the video, we had 2 little extra details that you guys have given me in the comments that I thought was pretty interesting. One thing that I absolutely did not know is that your Joy-Con or your controller will vibrate in Morse code when you're near a Boo, and obviously in Morse code it will spell out Boo, which is actually confirmed when I went to look it up, which is insane. And last but not least, we have a really cool gameplay aesthetic when it comes to the slam. Every time the ghost touches the ground, tap A the moment they're slammed on the ground, and you will have a lot more slams to throw out, which is really cool, and it also helps you get the achievement that is labeled Slam a Ghost 7 times or more in a row. Well guys, 3 videos later, we have finally made it to the end of Luigi's Mansion 3. I truly love this game all the way through, and finding all these small facts and tidbits was a ton of fun. If you guys still, though, have more secrets and more hidden details, I will try to make a 4th one. I'm already replaying the game to get all the gems right now from every floor, so if you find anything, any secrets, any hidden details on any floor, let me know, and if there's enough from the comments, I will try to make a 4th video. Regardless, we still have a bunch of Luigi's Mansion 3 content ready to go for you guys, so look forward to that. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and like the video to help it grow. We are almost at 50,000 subs, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming each and every day. I will see you guys on the next one. See you guys.